Knock. Knock. They're not gonna shut up if I don't answer. I slowly rise from my bed and make my way downstairs. Reaching the door, I open it. Monica stood outside, Yuri and Sayori in tow. They're all looking solemnly at me. Just a side note, again, sorry. I love these, like, even though if it's clearly recolors of their uniforms, it's quite good. I like them. They're all looking solemnly at me. Midas, don't even bother. I don't want to know. You missed it. The funeral, Midas. It was today. What? What the? I had no idea. Natsuki's funeral. My only chance to see her, my goodbyes. Gone. I need a minute. I drag myself into the kitchen, just in time to vomit in a can. I'm pathetic. I couldn't even make it to the funeral of the girl I loved. I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't save her. Midas? I wiped my mouth with my sleeve, slamming the can lid shut. Midas? I'm so sorry. What for? You having to go through this. Everything you saw. I brushed past her on the way back upstairs to my room. I can hear the other girls rushing up the stairs. You know I'll always be here for you, at the club. Are you coming? I need to go back there. I know I do. Natsuki would have wanted me to. And I can't fail her again, I guess. We've suspended club activities for now. It'll just be a place to talk for a few days. You okay with that? I nod. Sayori fidgets uncomfortably, tears welling up in her eyes. I can tell she wants to say something. Sayori. Sayori rushes towards me, pulling me into a deep embrace. I stumble back, nearly tripping over. She begins crying into my shoulder. Midas, I'm so sorry. I awkwardly pat her on the back to comfort her, but it does nothing. A long silence ensues, broken only by Sayori's stifled sobs. Eventually, she breaks away, wiping her face. He's been arrested, apparently for more than what he did to her. It wasn't your fault. There was nothing you could have done. Nothing I could have done? Nothing I could have done? I could have done so much more. I could have stayed with her in the doctors. I could have been there to comfort her. I could have told her I loved her more. I could have convinced her to go to the cops. That if she did, she'd be free of him. She'd be safe. She'd be happy. Now, she will never be. And nor will I. I can tell the tears welling up in my eyes again. I need to get away from this. I need help. I need sleep. I need Natsuki. I need to be with her. Midas, don't. All of you, please, just leave. Get out. I'll be at the club tomorrow. I need some time alone. Yuri wants to protest, but I stare at her glassy-eyed. She doesn't back down. Well, I'm sorry, Midas, but... Yuri, come on. Midas needs some space. Monica, you can't tell me what to do. He clearly needs somebody to talk to, and I know how to help him. Yuri, he just wants to be alone. Why is that so hard to understand? He doesn't know what he wants. And you do? Yuri rushes Monica, but Sayori jams herself between them, trying to retain the long-lost peace. Stop it. I know exactly what he needs. You don't know anything, Yuri. Now that Natsuki's gone, you just want to swoop in and take him when he's vulnerable. Guys, stop. I saw the pictures you sent him. You're disgusting. My head is spinning. I can't focus. Stumbling back against the wall, I slide down on the floor, watching the fight wearily. How dare you? Bam! Just slap her and now. Man, she must have one hard slap to get her nose bleeding. Yuri stumbles on her knees, dazed and confused. Monica, fist still raised in the air, freezes on the spot as everybody's eyes lock onto her. Oh God, Yuri, I'm sorry. Yuri pulls herself to her feet, eyeing Monica scathingly, and starts striding toward her. Instead of making a move, she shoves past her and straight out of the door. I have no words. Sayori, weeping, rushes out too, to catch up or to leave. I don't know. Monica, left alone with me, begins to mutter to herself. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry, Midas. Being the last girl to leave, Monica slams the door behind her, and I'm alone in my thoughts again. May as well put this to good use. From my drawer, I pull out a sheet of paper, pen, and start writing. Oh God. Morning. This is it. My first day back at the club. I make my way to the bathroom. Oh God, I haven't cleaned up. Her dried blood still specks the tiles. Broken glass spread along the floor. I can hear it crunch beneath my shoes as I make my way to the sink and splash my face with water from the tap. Facing the mirror, I take a long look at myself. Look at you. You're disgusting. This is your fault. You should have done more. You should have called the police as soon as possible, as she confirmed your suspicions. But you didn't, because he was out of town, and things were going well between the two of you. You were lazy, and didn't want to deal with the hassle. You disgust me, you idiot. It's your fault she's dead. It's your fault. It's your freaking fault. I can't take it anymore. I'll leave the bathroom tap still running. Back in my room, my uniform lays waiting for me. I get changed quickly, ready to go. Taking one last look around, I make my way downstairs and out the door. It's all gray. School was hell. Of course, I had teachers and students who like reaching out, offering me someone to talk when I needed. False sympathy. That's what it is. And I hate it. Regardless, I think going to school is worth it. I can go back to the quote unquote literature club. Straight a long way from literature at this point. I opened the club room door. This isn't right. Oh, Midas, how are you doing? We're all here for you, you know. Monica gives me a weak smile. I understand where she's coming from, but false sympathy is the last thing I want. I can't help but feel drawn toward the closet, knowing full and well if I step in there, I'll break down entirely. I sit near the corner of the room, next to the entrance of the club. Midas, are you okay? I nodded Sayori, trying politely to get her away from me. I don't want anyone's sympathy. I can feel my vision being blurred by tears. I hang my head down to avoid anyone noticing, jamming my eyes shut. Midas, are you sure? Midas, please say something. I'm fine. My voice broke. I feel a hand on my shoulder. I want to jerk it away, but what's the point? Her hand lifts my chin. You'll be okay, Midas. Time heals all wounds. I can't hide my disgust in their words. Do they honestly believe what they're saying? The love of my life has been ripped from me. I can't I can feel the tears falling over my cheeks. Things are not okay. She's gone. Don't you get that? Or was she so disposable to you? You just don't give a crap. I lay my head down onto my arm supported by the desk. I didn't mean to snap. I can't help but feel even worse. Fine then. I'll leave you alone, jerk. Sayori, you do realize what he's going through, right? Yeah, I know. But that doesn't mean that's enough. Similar to how Monica snapped. Not because of us, but because of what's going on with her. It's okay, Sayori. I understand. I can't handle this. I need to see the closet one last time. I enter, dropping my bag onto the floor. The rest of her manga is still here. I never did take them back to our house. I closed the door behind me, looking at the club room. Under that windowsill, I met the true Natsuki, the one I fell in love with. I crumpled onto the floor near the window. I can't control the tears any longer. I just want her back. Midas? It's nearly the end of the day. I need to go soon. Monica stood above me, trying to talk to me. I'm pretty much unresponsive. Sighing, she outstretches her arm in my direction, offering to pull me up. I reluctantly stand up on my own accord, ignoring her helping hand. Sayori's already gone home. If you want, I'll take you home. I just want to make sure you recover, Midas. This is horrible, and we all hate seeing you go through this. It's why we're trying our best to help. You don't need to. Midas, please, don't tell me you're considering, you know, I'll have to let the school know. I'm not. I'm fine with living with this. I deserve it. Midas, why? Why are you blaming yourself? Because it was my fault. I should have called the cops as soon as I knew for sure it was going on. What was going on, rather. I didn't, because he was away or something, and we were enjoying the time we had. I had the perfect opportunity to give her a better life, and I blew it. Now, Natsuki's dead, and I'm rotting in the worst hell I could possibly think of. Midas, this isn't okay. You can't live like this. Come on, let's go. I'll walk home with you. I need to use the bathroom first. Fine. I'll be waiting outside, okay? We exit the clubroom together without a word. She takes a seat on one of the benches in the hallway. In the bathroom, I move into one of the stalls. I drop my bag onto the floor inside and unzip it. I look for my poem buried within it. Titular, titular poem. Exit music. So there we were together, a white room by a window, where the sun came through no matter no matter the cost. I was nothing but the best for you. I wanted nothing but the best for you. Your tiny hands, your crazy kitten smile. Everything was perfect, if only for a short while. But it all came down, crashing down, because he had to leave. And now that you're gone, there's nothing left. I didn't try my best, and now we paid the price. Into my life comes the darkness, and there's nowhere left to hide. In my heart and my mind, the places that you used to reside, lays an overbearing silence caused by your absence. This is all on me. How could I let this happen? Guilt holds me like a phantom. Regret drags me like a storm, calling out an urge I helpless to resist. In my darkest hour, whatever comes next. I really messed up everything. I can't bear the consciousness. Wailing, it toils me with my sanity. It toils with my sanity. I run to the back and cover my ears to my deepest depths, but it's the loudest sound I'll ever hear. Maybe a deep dive to face my fears. You'll help me get back to your arms, 2 feet below the surface. You can still make out your wavy face, and if I could just reach to you, maybe I could leave this place. He couldn't believe how easy it was. He ran, he ran and took a leap of faith. Splash! Problems do have solutions, you know. A lifetime of messing things up, fixed in one determined crash. I will see you in the next life. I'm getting goosebumps. I swallow. I'm gonna have to make this quick. I exit the bathroom, note in hand. Marga must know something's up because she stands up at once and approaches me. What's that? It's something I wrote last night. You mind letting me read it? Sure, go ahead. I let go of the note, letting it drift to the floor towards her. She bends down to pick it up and returns to her seat on the bench to read. A couple of minutes pass, her eyes fixated on the paper. By the time she's finished reading, she stares up at me with the glassy eyes, like she's on the verge of tears. But she doesn't even have time to mutter my name like I'm sure she would have, because I'm already out the door, bolting out of the school. It's coming. Midas! I hear that echo from behind me as I sprint out into the street and out of her sight. Oh God. It stops ringing. It stopped ringing. At this point, it's the adrenaline that's carrying me to my destination. I know where I'm going, but I make sure I don't run into anyone. Not far now. I hear a siren blare from a couple of blocks away. Sounds like one has let them know about me. Doesn't matter anyway. I'm here. Oh God. I stand in the middle of the bridge and stare out over the water. I try to control my breathing. It's sobbing, but it's no use. Like me right now. I failed her. If I could only done things different, I would have. But I can't. Now the girl I love is gone. Forever. I drop to my knees, gripping the railing with one hand. I lift my head, looking out at the vast body of water. I bring myself to my feet. An intense wave of clarity stops my sobbing. I hold my breath for a moment, letting out a shaky sigh. I step onto the ledge. This is what has to happen. I was doomed from the start. There's not much else I can do now, but Midas! My eyes lock on Monica rushing toward me. Looks like she found me. I inch my heel closer to the edge. Midas, don't. She reaches out to grab me. Monica desperately holds onto the lapels of my jacket, while I give feeble resistance. I'm tugged forward, collapsing onto the concrete. Midas, listen to me. I'm not letting you go. Not for a second. Just please. Don't do this. Let's talk it out. Midas, this isn't the solution to what happened, Midas. This is only gonna make everything worse. Do you understand? This isn't how your story ends. Please. I wipe the remaining tears from my cheeks. I manage to rise to my feet, gripping the railing for support. My entire body is trembling. I feel completely numb. Look at me, Midas. Please, can't do this. I meet Monica's gaze for a moment. Seeing the tears welling in the corner of her eyes sends a sharp pain through my chest. You're not thinking of the bigger picture, Sayori. You know what'll happen if she loses you. I know you know, Midas. You really want that? You can't. And Yuri? God only knows what she'd do. Why should I care? She's a good chunk of the reason. Ah, that sudden flash. Ah, Monica, let's go back, please. Monica takes hold of my hand, pulling us away from the rail. We all love you, Midas. We'll always be here for you, no matter what. I released my grip from the railing, following Monica's lead. Ah, the flashes. No! Pushing with all the energy I have, I take Monica by the shoulders and shove her back as hard as I can. She loses her grip on me, stumbling and nearly falling onto the concrete. As Monica realizes what's happening, she lets out a scream and scrambles to her feet. This must be done. This is the only escape from everything. I can't control my actions anymore. I'm coming, Natsuki. I sprint toward the rail, vaulting. As I begin my journey down, I realize that I remember the times that Suki and I had spent together. Our first time reading together. And she first told me that she liked my poems, baking together. And she told me she loved me. All of it. Being able to tell her the same, see the look on her face of pure happiness. I'm reminded of the sensation of weightlessness, almost like right now. Now, I'm gonna see her again. Natsuki, if you can hear me, I will see you in the next life. This was the right choice. And thus, our story ends.